My people, wonder shall never end. You see this life, no balance at all. With all the information we are hearing from the palace of Ooni of Ife, if it is true, because I will always remind you that they are all alleged information. But if it is true, that means there is trouble. There is serious trouble. Oh. According to what we are hearing right now, they said Ooni of Ife was in shock as one of the palace guard was caught hiding juju under Ooni's pillow. You know that what that means? And from what we are told, we heard that before these people were employed to work closely to the king, that they are meant to take an oath, you know, that they are going to protect the king with everything in them. Because without making them go through taking the process of taking oath, you should know that it will be very easy to use them to get to the king. But despite the fact we always hear that they are under oath, we still hear that these people are still using them to get to the king. It is somehow, I don't know, does it mean that the oath of a thing no dey take effect on them again? I don't know. The last time we heard that three cook left the palace, and the reason is because they were under oath to protect the king. Then along the line, the women, the wives of the king, started using them. One, the particular water that the king is using to bath and eat and drink, they started making them, forcing them to go fetch the water for them to use. Not only that, they said the one that made these people want to leave or made them to leave the palace was, at some point, the wife now mandated them to start using ordinary water to cook for the king, even when they know that it is against their culture and tradition and then against the oath that they took to protect the king. When they left, we did not hear that anything happened to them. Oh. I don't know, maybe they did not do it. But what of this one? We heard that this particular person in question was caught. According to the information, they said there were three of them who were working inside the king's chambers. And the reason why they cannot go alone was because of things like this. They said no, one of them cannot go into that chambers alone to work. That is what we heard. So this time they were three. The three of them were in there. Some were just arranging the bed, arranging the rooms and everything because it's a very big room. They said at some point one of them was highly concentrated on that bed, and they were kind of monitoring him, asking him, "Are you not done with the bed?" He keeps saying no. Then at some point, when they noticed that there was something fishy, they now ignored him, but their eyes were on him. They were using the other side of the eye to look at him, but he don't know. He thought that their mind is on what they were doing when he was busy. Then he was dressing the bed. He would dress it, he would scatter it, he would redress it. He was just doing it. Then at some point, they said he thought that these people's mind were completely out of him, and he dropped that thing. They said it was a black nylon, something tied inside the black nylon. He raised the pillows and keep it there and do it very well as if he's now okay and everything. Then they said at that point, these people now rush him and ask him, "What is that thing that you placed there?" And he said nothing, no, that he did not keep anything there, oh, this and that. They said the way they were just asking him, "Bring it out or we'll report you to the king." But come to think of it, if this information is true, because they are all alleged information, but if it turned out to be truth, does it mean that there is no CCTV camera inside the king's chambers again? Or we heard that it is only the king's, maybe the king opened the door with his fingerprints and allowed them in while they were dressing the bed. He went to his chambers. He went to his throne room. They said he was in the throne room when one of them rushed out to call him to come, that there is a development in his chambers. You can imagine insult and embarrassment like that. And he was with some people right there in his throne room, because they say all the time people are always there waiting for him. They said the number of visitors these people welcome in a day, it is too much. And most of these visitors, you have to give them food, make sure they are comfortable. Sometimes you give them accommodation and all of that. So the king was busy with some of the guests when they said one of the guards now draw his attention to his room. And when he enters there, behold, when they insisted that the guy will bring out whatever it is, they said the moment the guy saw the king, he kneeled down and started begging that it wasn't her fault, it wasn't his fault, that he was under instruction, that it was what he was instructed to do that he did, and they did not tell him that it is juju or anything bad, that it is one of the oloris, although they did not tell us the name of the olori, and we have to find out which olori it is. Anyway, I know that with time they might tell us the particular olori in question that instructed this guard to put that in under the king's under the king's pillow. They said when the guy was pleading with the king, please, is an instruction, this and that, and they said the king asked him, who sent you? What is your mission? And when he mentioned, he told them, told the king the particular olori in question. They said the king instructed him to go and get the olori, and she should come with him immediately to the king's chambers. And they said she did not waste time, and she came. But she became dramatic, and from what we heard, they said she said that that is not juju, that it is not, that is just an alligator pepper, and before you know it, they said she was the one who bring it out and open it and show everybody that it was an alligator pepper. And they were like, what is it then doing? Why will it be under the king's pillow? And they said the reason he instructed the guy to put it under she instructed the guy to put it under the pillow was because it is for protection. And she is not sure that the king is having that alligator pepper with him all the time. So she put it there in case of any necessity. Yeah? The king was like, why would you use a guard to achieve that? Why don't you give it to me directly? Because the thing is that as an olori, they cannot go into the king's chamber just like that, maybe when the king is not there. Because she said that the reason she did not keep it herself was because she cannot have access inside the chambers when the king is not there. Why not bring it when the king is there? And she started complaining that the king will not have time for her. That the king, yeah, my people, no be smarting, no be smarting. Anyways, they said she said that it is not juju, that it's just an alligator pepper, and it is for protection, that she needed the king to be protected from all these external forces and all of that. I don't know if it is true or not, though. As I hear them, that's why I bring them, can't give you, okay? Thanks for watching. Don't forget that they are all alleged information. They are all alleged. Alleged. I do not live in the palace. Always bear that in mind. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up and tell me what you think about it. Bye for now. Love you guys.